Hello there! Welcome to another episode, the last episode of this series, which is 1 versus 1 on a flat map with Girl Not Farming. Of course, we're starting with what I didn't finish in the previous episode, which is collecting the rest of the beets and taking them to the sugar mill. I'll start by unloading the harvester, of course, so the worker can continue his job. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can do it right now. We're getting closer to 1000, so it would be great if you subscribed. Alright, I'm already pouring one load into the factory. I wonder how much sugar will be produced during the time I skip. I'll fix this up a bit, because I went over while creating the field. I also painted some grass here to make everything look nice. Take the smallest tractor, that'll do, and the bale wrapper for square bales. So we're wrapping these bales. I see Angelica is also wrapping bales behind the fence right now. So we're at a similar stage of work. That's very good. At least we're not falling too far behind, but you'll judge how it looks at the end. Who won this duel? We won't compare directly who has earned how much money, because we'd have to look at it very generally due to the fact that all this money is invested. It's more about who developed their farm better, not who has more money in their account, because that would just be pointless. The wrapping is going quite fast. Angelica is sewing something too. From what I saw, I think she wanted to sew some carrots, but I don't know what she ultimately sewed in the last episode. I'll have to unload the beets again soon, because the tank is at 80%, so it will be full in a moment. Gotta unload. I don't know if everything will fit in the factory. I also don't know if everything will be processed in the 3 months we'll skip, but we'll see. The harvester is full, so I'm unloading it, so the worker can finish this part without any trouble. I'll probably have to unload it one more time, because there's still a bit left, but most of the field is done, so that's perfect. We'll manage to do everything before skipping time, and that's what's most important here. I thought I might need a second harvester to speed things up, but I managed without it. So that's perfect. As you can see, not all the beets fit into the sugar mill and are left on the trailer, so I'll collect everything onto the trailer and decide whether to sell it or maybe leave it to be put into the factory the next day. Although it's a bit. It doesn't make much sense since we're finishing this series anyway. This is a short series, so it won't have time to be processed, but we'll see what I decide. I think it's also time to cut down some trees here, or rather grind them. I need to boost the numbers here. The account balance has to be quite high at the end. I don't know if Girl Not Farming is cutting down trees or not right now, but she's surely busy with something she has to finish before skipping time. And it's getting closer, so I need to get a move on. Well, since I've already wrapped practically all the bales. A few more to wrap, I'll finish up soon. But first this tree, because while the price at the sell point is good, it's worth mowing it, grinding it. What mowing? I can mow grass, but I won't be mowing grass for now before fast forwarding. Maybe I'll wrap those remaining bales. For now we're busy making wood chips. These wood chips are a real gold mine here in farming. I'll probably repeat this in every episode, but really, if you can help yourself out this way by buying trees in the shop and immediately making wood chips from them, it's a real gold mine. And another tank of sugar beets to unload. We're at 65% of the trailer, so that's a lot. 78,000 liters. Okay, I'll sell this. I'll sell it. Why keep it? Alright, so let's sell these wood chips too, so I don't stuff too much into my wood chipper, which has infinite capacity anyway. I've also blocked the sell point. By the way, I also had to make a path for girl not farming. Alright, it's selling well there, and I'll set up some greenhouses here so that during the fast forward I can multiply the funds I managed to gather from this wood. So I'll set up a few of these greenhouses. Of course I have to turn them all on, so they produce and have water. So there was a bit of clicking, but it went quickly, so let's add more greenhouses. For now I'm not going to decorate it in any special way. The important thing is that they're all on and all making lettuce. Not cabbage, but lettuce, because it's the most profitable here, apparently. I haven't tested it, I haven't tested other things, but honestly I've been doing this lettuce since Farming 22. Supposedly in Farming 22 it didn't matter what you produce in these greenhouses. It was more about... The only difference was simply the number of pallets, but the money values were the same for every vegetable that was. That grew. So apparently there's a difference now. Apparently there's a difference, and it's actually more profitable to produce lettuce. In Farming 22 the only difference was the number of pallets that came out of such production, and lettuce produced fewer of them for the same money. So I always prefer to produce that lettuce, plant that lettuce, grow that lettuce. I don't know how to put it here, but you know what I mean. And the last bales. 2 more and everything will be wrapped, so soon I'll be able to fast forward time. After fast forwarding, many pallets will be for sale. But, oh, one more got lost here. I'll wrap it too. As for the pallets, I know autoload works, so it'll be quick this time. Not like in the last episode where I did it by hand for 9 minutes. Well, 9 was on the time-lapse. It took me almost 40 minutes to sell those pallets, in real time that is. Okay, I'll unload the last load here. Second to last, because this one row still needs to be finished. Well, there's not much left. Of course, if you want to play on this map and support my channel, check out my Patreon. I share maps there for my supporters, and not just for them, because sometimes there's free stuff for those who are just free patrons. So check it out. And so we've skipped 3 days, 3 months, minus 171,000, so things have gotten really serious here. I'll make a path. Oh, I can't, I have no money. How did I not think of that earlier? And look, this is how this autoload works now in Farming 25. Universal autoload works like this. So you click Shift plus R and it loads like this. 3 rows high, a bit less wide, although if you click again it pushes the pallets apart, but that's too much. Fall off. So 3 pallets high, 2 wide, and for the length the whole trailer. So quite a lot, but you can't collect pallets on the move like in Farming 22. There you could drive and collect all the pallets, but now you have to stop completely before you click Shift plus R, or you get an error in the middle of the screen. Oh, and look, you can load bales too, and it automatically selects what you're actually collecting. Okay, let's sell. Whoa, nearly an accident. There was almost an accident because Girl Not Farming was speeding in her tractor and almost loaded herself onto our trailer. Alright, I'll finish this last row myself because I see the worker has gone on STR strike. He left the machine in the field. No, apparently it wasn't worth it for him to finish this little bit. He was in a hurry somewhere. 17%, 18, well, almost 20% from this bit, so that's an extra 8,000 liters. Maybe it's not a lot of money, because the harvester and the beets aren't that expensive in smaller quantities, it's the larger quantities that count more. but it all adds up. Everything is needed here. Every penny. I'll paint a parking lot here because I'm running out of space, and I won't put everything near the sell point because it gets messy. So I'll make a parking lot there and return the unnecessary machines that I don't want anymore, which I should have returned a long time ago. So I'll also move all these older machines right next to the combine. Loading trailer for bales, for square bales. I need it. I have to collect those bales. They've been ready for a long time, so let it wait there and I'll finish selling from the greenhouse because that's where the most money is. As you can see, I'm already in the black, 70,000 in the black, and still a lot to sell, so it's going well. It's going well. I think we'll make about 500,000 this episode. Oh, and look at all this sugar. Oh, it'll be more than 500,000. I don't know what I'll invest it in or if I will, since it's the end of the series. This is the last episode. If you want more one-on-one series like this, maybe on some other maps, with some special conditions, something will be required. There will be a main task to complete. I don't know what an example could be, but for instance, earning 10 million or something, where everyone has to earn 10 million, or rather whoever earns 10 million first, and for example taking out loans and things like that will be forbidden. A task with more difficulty, simply making the challenge harder. I'll paint all these paths here to make it look a bit better, to the sell point here around here, so there's some continuity, and bushes. These bushes are my favorite thing. It always improves the look a bit. It's not also flat, so I always like to decorate the area with them. I even decorated a bit for GIRLNOTFARMING here and at the shop area. Still have some pallets to sell there, and of course this sugar here. So I'll grab this sugar. 238,000 already. I wonder how much you get for sugar here. I didn't notice. Well, okay, we also have wool here right away, so the amount will be a bit inflated. 29k. Well, that's not a lot really, if that was with the wool as well. Okay, these last bits here. More will appear. Nothing else is appearing, so I'm selling this. So either we've produced too little sugar so far, and maybe I just lost out because it was just for too short a time, too short. It should have run a bit longer, but we won't be fast forwarding time here anymore, so unfortunately it will go to waste, really. But oh well, at least it was an interesting activity. I'll decorate by the greenhouses. It has to be nice. More or less nice, because it won't look that great anyway. There's still some over there, so I'll take this new road. I keep forgetting I have to stop completely before pressing Shift R, or I won't collect anything. Whoa, what's happening here? The trailer swerved a bit and I smashed the shop window. Luckily no one noticed. Okay, the last bits. Let them go in here. Oh, to the sugar mill. We'll leave it at the mill. Nothing will be produced. But let it be there, let it be. Maybe I'll share this save file with you and someone can continue the game from here. If you want the save file, let me know. I'll share it on Patreon, because I share maps for patrons anyway. So if you're a patron, you can let me know if you want this save file. If you want to continue the game here, I'll share it with you. I bought a combine, or rather leased one, because we have fields to do, fields to finish, to harvest. So this time it's a big combine. Since we have quite a lot of money, quite a lot of finances to lease a combine here, I'll do it. Why not? And you see now this field is done in 4 passes really. Well, maybe this combine is a bit too big. 5. 4.5. If I drove precisely, I'd get it in 4. Okay, it's a bit tight here, so I'll manage somehow for sure. Okay, I made it. The second field. One down, now the other. But I'll put a worker on this one. Let him harvest. He'll start with the headlands, and I'll collect the bales because a worker can't do that for me yet. I don't have Courseplay installed yet, but I know it's in beta. So I heard. I haven't checked, but I heard it's in beta and you can download it, so I'll have to do that for the next series. Well, maybe. Maybe not for the next series because it's already recorded, so right after this series, starting Saturday, if you're watching this on Friday, because I'm uploading 2 episodes on Friday, a new series will start. Interesting one. On another map. There were similar series in Farming 22, but there hasn't been one like this in 25 yet, so something new for 25. I encourage you to watch this series with a special guest, of course. This time it's not Girl Not Farming but someone else. You'll see when the series is published. 365,000. So much. That's how much I've collected, and not even all the bales are sold yet, and I probably missed some pallets somewhere. But I'll find them later. Of course, the grain. The wheat is ready to be sold. Okay, 100%. Time to sell it. I still have to cut the trees to make the most of this episode and end the series with the highest possible account balance here. For now, at least. Okay, one more bale was hiding here. Funny how these greenhouses load. Oh, here too. Okay. Funny how the greenhouses load as you approach. They're black from afar. You drive up and they turn transparent. Looks a bit weird, honestly. Parked is here in my new parking spot. The worker has to do the last pass. Actually, I'll fire him and I'll drive. I'll finish this myself. The tank's almost full from these 2 fields, 50,000 liters. Does this combine have a bigger tank? I bought a slightly better one, a bit better to make it go faster. Okay, trailer. Where's the trailer? Here's the trailer, and this trailer has some capacity, 120,000 liters, so this is some serious equipment. We're selling how much? 452,000. 50,000 for the trailer, so it cost a little over 1,000 per 1,000 liters. Okay, I'll grab the baler and start baling these rows of straw here. Straw? Yes, straw, that's right. And I'll sell that too, of course, because I have to use everything that's here. There's no point in wasting money that's just lying on the ground. Just bale it. I don't know what else to do in this episode to wrap it up and earn the most. Well, the only thing that comes to mind are those trees. I won't be mowing grass anymore. I'll make all these bales here, and then I'll be able to take care of the trees, mowing the trees, cutting down the trees. I don't know why I say mowing trees. You just don't say that. You'll probably point it out in the comments, but kind of a slip of the tongue. So I have a few more rows left here. It's going nicely. Tractor matches the baler's color, although it has a bit too much power for this baler. Baler, press. How do you say? Press or baler? Or maybe both are correct. I always said baler. I don't know if it's a baler or a press technically. Of course, if I haven't said it yet in this episode, and I'm sure I have, you can check out my Patreon. There, for my supporters, I share various interesting things, like maps and mods. And now there will also be giveaways of various things from time to time, but I'll announce that later. So for now it's a spoiler because there will be a giveaway for 100,000, but apart from that I'll be organizing giveaways for supporters on Patreon for various cool things that I managed to get for you. Or just some top-ups, gift cards, maybe Steam top-ups. Let's say, for example, once a week you'll be able to win, or rather I will choose one person, because it won't be a lottery. I'll be choosing one person from the supporters, or maybe more. We'll see. I don't know exactly how it will work, but I'll be choosing someone, and most likely I'll choose a few people and send them something interesting. Some kind of gift. For example, a 50 zloty Steam top-up or something like that. Okay, I could have finished this last row. I'll get the rest. The combine was in my way earlier, but I reparked it, so everything is done. Well, apart from some minor misses, but that's just how it is. Alright, so I'll collect the bales that I produced here. We're already 22 minutes into the episode, so I have to hurry, because we're basically at the end of the episode, and I'm still collecting bales, so we still have some more money to make. Oh, Angelica left the server. Angelica's done with her episode, but we're still working, so we have an edge. We have a bit of an advantage. Angelica has nothing left to do. She's so sure, so self-confident that she did well, that she already beat me in this challenge and just finished earlier to give me a chance to catch up. At least I think so. I don't know what she's been up to. So let's sell. Since we have a few minutes advantage, let's sell and see what the final account balance will be. And I'll also show you the map from above, and Angelica's half. It might not be very developed, but that's mainly because there's no courseplay and we didn't make huge fields because creating so many fields would be too boring. That's why the fields are smaller, because we were simply limited when it came to help from workers. Okay, so I'll sell this and then I'll show you what the map looks like from above. But first I have to park the trailer so it's not just anywhere, so it looks nice in my aerial view. It'll be a very quick one. If you want to see exactly how it looked for me and Angelica, you have to see Angelica's perspective too. So let's turn on fly mode and see how it looks. This is how it looks on my side. Some greenhouses, 2 smaller fields, 1 huge field. A sugar mill. And for Angelica it's like this. For details, go check her out and judge who won the challenge.